Good morning. Good morning. Hey, 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 it's a beautiful day. Hey, hey, it's a beautiful day. Who's going to be the first to join? Am I going to be on my own? Hey, dear me. Good morning, Dave. How are you feeling this morning? I hope you're feeling okay. Morning, Tracy. How are you, sweets? I hope you're feeling a little bit better. I don't know. I've got up. I've got a bit of a sore throat this morning. I think I was snoring too much. I think I was snoring too much last night. I think that's where the sore throats come from. It's proper my throat. Getting there slowly. Oh, bless you. Sending you loads of healing, my sweets. Hey, Fifi. I know she's making herself known this morning, ain't she, Tracy? Little Miss Bark-a-lot over there, laid on my pillows on the settee. Come downstairs this morning. I thought, I'll be able to sit down in my corner, which is this one here. And I've got my pillows down and my blanket. I walked in the living room, and little bitch witch is just laid on my pillows, on my blanket, just lifts her head, looks at me, and wouldn't move. Morning, Paul. How are you? Sending love and healing to your mom, my sweets, and to you too. Oh, I'm glad you're feeling a little bit better, Tracy, my lovely. Isn't it awful? We're all poorly. Everybody's been poorly. So if anybody wants a reading, you had a change around. What, within the house? Within living room. Morning, Gary. If anybody wants a reading, put emojis in chat, and I'll pick you out from your emojis. I've got two different sets of tarot cards. So I don't even know the name of these ones, but these ones are all like, because I work in colour, they're all like colour coordinated. So I've got these cards that I'm going to be working with, and I've also got my Druid set that I'm going to be working with. So again, it depends on what kind of reading I'm going to give. So I've got ones and twos. I'll just go with flow unless anybody specifically picks 1 and 2. So that would be 1, that would be 2. But yeah, great. Boris is doing his nuts now. Hey, dear. So John went live last night, and you could hear my voice in the background as I laid on the settee and gave a little bit of info. Morning, Rita, my lovely. Anybody joining that's wanting a tarot reading or oracle reading, whichever. I don't know which ones I do, so I said both. Just put some emojis in chat, and I will pick you from your emojis. Do you know, little Miss Bark-a-lot, she's barking because the house down there, they're having something done with the roof. So there's like 3 blokes, and so she's like sort of like telling them off. She's a pain in the backside, I'll tell you. A lady commented. Hang on, let me see. Oh, sugar me timbers are nearly swore. Mr. Mason, I'll get to you in a sec. Did I screenshot it? No, I don't think I did. But a lady's gave some advice on to what topic we can talk about. So I'm going to be having a look into that, and it's going to be good. So Dave, let's see which pack. I've got these ones in my hand, so I'm going to go with these first. And see what I get you from this one. So I'll just give him a little shuffle, Mr. Mason, and see what comes through for you. Even Wayne stepping back now, it's affecting everyone. It's shocking. But like I said, we're still going to continue. We're just going to be doing things just more on a spiritual journey, I think, than anything else. So, Dave, the card I've picked for you is called Nature's Secrets. So the numbers 2 and 6 have a meaning. Also, the number 4, Dave. I'm a bit low on. I can't iron myself in this chair. It's John's new chair and I don't get it. So let's see who I've got coming through. I've got a dog coming through in spirit, Dave. We've got a dog popping its head up. It's sort of like stood on, it's sort of like got its paws on something. And it's like looking over and tilting its head. So we've got a little dog coming through in spirit for you. I've got somebody coming through, Dave, that's sort of like they're slightly confused. I'm seeing different colours coming through the head. But to me, this seems to there would have been confusion around the head with this person either before they passed. And I also think this person would have had to be, they're showing me in a sitting down position. So I'm not sure before the past whether there would have been confusion, but they're also showing me like in a sit down position. But for some reason, they're like showing me with the knees under the chin. So I don't know if they would have had tummy problems or something along that line also. I've got somebody coming through, but they're stood back in the shadows, but they're showing me like a hump on the back. So I don't know whether this person, there's like a blackness to do on the back, Dave. So I don't know whether this person would have had back issues, but they showed me like a black lump coming on the back. So for me, there's definitely back issues with this person that's coming through. Just bear with me a second because I don't know my colours very well. So I have wrote down my colours and that and the meaning of colours. So well, a lovely lady gave this to me. So let me see, because we've got some red. So there's definitely going to be some new opportunities coming your way, Dave. The 26, though, the 26 or the 2 and 6 is really predominant. So like I said, there's something to do with them numbers and the number 4 that's coming in. 66. Dave, I don't know if you can place the number 66, but 66 has just been shown also. I've got a gentleman coming through now, and I can see him quite clearly. He's showing me no hair, but he's also showing me a beard. So I'm not sure where this gentleman connects to you. This gentleman is showing me, though, the number 11. So I don't know where the 11 connects in, Dave. So please make sure you write all this down. It's either 11 or 1-1, 1st of January, 1st of a month, 1-1. But make sure you write all this information down because, yeah. But I'll tell you something, these new opportunities that you've got coming your way, it's going to bring so much joy to you. It's going to make such a vast difference. But I do feel like at the minute, things are just like it's not come together as yet. It's like you've got something happening here, something happening here, something happening here, but it's like they're all going to merge, and that's going to bring with these new changes that's coming in, it's going to bring you so much joy, my lovely. So I hope that makes sense to you, Dave. Morning, Carol. Hey, how are you? Tracy, let's see what we've got for you this morning, Tracy. Try and go down the list. Morning, Patricia. And try and go down the list. And if it gets too long, I'll have to move to the bottom. Nice forehead. I know, you can just see my forehead, can't you? So, Tracy, for you, my lovely, we've got the movement creates lasting growth. So this is your card, my love. So let's see what we've got going off in here. The number 9's connecting into you. Also the number 6. So we've got the 9 and 6 that's connecting into you also. I don't know if somebody's having issues around the eye, but I'm being drawn to the eye area, Tracy. There's something going on around somebody's eye. So there's a connection coming in around somebody's health to the eye. Do you know, I've got us like a family tree in the background, but I've also got a dog coming through again in spirit. But this dog, it looks like it's got white on nose, and I do think it would have. I do think there would have been something to do with the dog's like floppy ears kind of thing. Because I've got that coming through as well. But the family tree, and I know this might sound daft, Tracy, but it's like the family tree from before was. So I think going back in the past, the family tree must not have been as strong as it is now. Because I'm being shown that the family tree is more solid. It's more solid now. The number 3 also connects. Now I've got a lady coming through. This lady's coming through with a gentleman at the same time, but the lady's trying to show me. And I don't know why I'm seeing this lady crying, but she's showing me tears coming from her eyes. But again, with this lady, she's like wearing, like if somebody has like bandanas when they wear the bandana over the head, like a headscarf. I'm also being shown a headscarf, and I don't know whether this lady would have, but when she was here, whether she would have been emotional towards the end, but she's sort of like coming through now, and she's just talking about the tears and the crying, but she's okay in herself, if that makes sense, Tracy. She seems to be finding herself. She's just like, it's just like the memory that she's bringing back into you. The gentleman that's weird, though, I do feel like this lady would have been more outspoken than the gentleman. The gentleman's sort of like hiding back. He's like letting her energy come forward, and he's sort of like hiding back in the background. I don't know where the A and the J connects to, but we've got an A and a J connection coming in around you, Tracy. Now, I don't know whether this is. I've got a lady coming through. Now, is she the J? I don't know. There's like a little J coming, but she's showing me herself sat on a swing. So she's sort of like sat on the swing, but she's like looking straight at me. Go on, what are you showing? So I don't know if there's a memory of yours, something to do with a swing, or something to do. Yeah, there's a swing involved, or a swinging kind of a movement, Tracy, coming in. But again, I think this lady that's coming through, there would have been leg issues again with this lady, because I'm only seeing the top half of the body. I'm not seeing any legs. So I don't know as well whether this lady would have had issues with the walking. There's quite a few females coming in around you, Tracy. There's a lot of female energies coming in around you. And now let me look at your colours. So we've got a little bit of yellows coming in there. We've got the greens. We've got the whites, we've got the golds, we've got all sorts of colours coming in. Show me. Where's the D? Oh, well, I know Dave's a connection, but we've got a D connection coming in. There's also a D connection coming in, and a. Is that an M or a C? I'm saying an M and a C, because the C and the M are coming in together, though. And the 61, I don't know what 61 connects to you. But the green color, the green, when you get greens is like for hard work. So I don't know, with it being hard work, I don't know where I can link hard working around. I know you're a hard worker, Tracy, but I don't know whether there's other issues around around that at the moment. The A and the J, AJ, or A, somebody with an A name and a J name. I do think the A connects more to a male than a female. Because I'm seeing like a gentleman's head, but I'm being shown the nose. So I'm not sure whether this person would have had alcohol problems or liked a little bit more than a tipple, because I'm seeing that I'm just being drawn to the nose area. Normally when I'm drawn to certain nose areas, for me, there's alcohol involved. But yeah, I'm going to leave that one with you, Tracy, and I hope that makes some sense. Rita? Ooh, swinging always, blinking green. Dad. I hate the colour green. Green's quite a nice colour. So doing Rita now. Oh, Rita. Morning, Lewis. How are you? Just got off to bed. Oh, wow. You've been out all night. Yeah, dear. So Rita, for you, my love, like all is seen and known. So there's a lot of purple coming through in your card, my lovely. So obviously, purple, there's quite a spiritual connection. I have got a gentleman's energy coming through, Rita, and I don't know why, but I'm being shown 3 feathers on his head. So I don't know whether there's an Indian connection coming in around you, Rita, but you can actually see this gentleman that's coming in there. So I don't know whether this on a spiritual level, but I feel that the minute your spiritual journey, Rita, is like it's like a whirlwind. It's like a purple flower that's sort of like open. I think sometimes you need to close yourself down a little bit. I think you leave yourself open a bit too much. So just remember, it's not about leaving ourselves open all the time, but it's more about putting that block in place, Rita. So just make sure you can put that block in place. But this gentleman's energy is coming in really strong. I don't know if there's a W connection to this name, but I'm seeing a W, and I'm also seeing a J also around this person. I am seeing what's like a goatee beard, Rita. So I don't know what the goatee beard reference would be. There's lots of different spiritual paths that you're going to be taking. What's the spider reference? I'm seeing something like that looks like a spider, Rita. So I don't know what the spider reference would mean, and I'm not sure how significant it is to you. But I'm being shown a spider. And I don't know if mom's in spirit, but I've got the word mom coming through on the card. And the number 8 is also connected. There's a lot of love coming in around you. But you know what? You're not quite finished on your journey. There's quite a lot of journeys to go. I've got a gentleman's energy stepping forward now, and he's showing me this gentleman would have had a longer face, if that makes sense. Again, there is something to do with like a beard on the chin. They're showing me there's something to do. There's like a point coming off the chin. So unless they had a really pointed face, but this gentleman's coming through as like a white, clear energy. So to me, I do think this gentleman would have been very pure at heart. I also think that this gentleman would have, he's showing himself as an elderly gentleman. But there's somebody else stood at the side, but they've got a pipe in the mouth. So I don't know if that relates to him or to the person that's coming in, but I'm seeing a pipe. There is some work needed to be done on the spiritual level, but I think that's more to do with protecting yourself against the energies. But it's also about making your own path as well, Rita. Don't go down Go down your own path. Don't go down the path that's been shown to you, if that makes sense. Have I said the number 6 is connecting in? The number 6 is connecting in also. And the number 11, I've got the number 11 again. So I'm not sure what's significant about the number 11 or 1-1, but it's definitely coming through. But for me, I think the energies that are coming in around you, like I said, I do think you've got a very strong spiritual connection. And I think the energies that are coming through are just there. Just, I think that you know that they're around you, Rita. I think you know that they're there with you. But just continue doing what you're doing. But like I said, just make sure you get that protection up around your own energy, my lovely. Where am I going? Where am I going, Jill? Good morning. Good morning. I'm Mimi. I would love a reading. God, please. I've got you, Mimi. I hope everybody's well this morning. For you, Jill, we've got the Forest Whispers. So there's definitely a lady's energy stepping forward. 20, the number 20, 20 is relevant. Also, the number, is that 56, 52, 62? That's a 52, 5 and 2. So again, if it's not a number that you can relate to, check it in. So 5th of the month, the 2nd of a month, but 5 and 2 is coming forward together, and the number 20 also. So what's happening with this young lady coming through? So the lady that's coming through, in life, I do think she would have been a grafter, but I do think that she would have had issues around her that I don't think she would have been able to open up to let other people in, Jill, if that makes sense. I do think this lady would have been on a spiritual level as well. I think she would have connected into spiritual. I'm being shown a banana, Jill, and I don't know why, but I'm going to say it because it's on the card. But it looks like a banana, but it's like a peeled banana, and it's like the skin of the banana. So I don't know if there's a reference or a joke around you again, where this banana peel, or something referencing a banana. But I've got to say what I'm seeing in cards. Come on, what are you going to show me? There's something around the number 52, though, Jill, that's really significant coming up. That's coming up around you, because my eyes keep getting drawn back to this 52. I can see an elderly gentleman popping through. Again, facial hair on this gentleman. At a glance, I had Father Christmas come into mind. So I don't know if this gentleman would have looked like Father Christmas in life, or that kind of reference towards him. But again, this gentleman would have been a very hard worker in life. And I don't know if the 52 is referencing to him, or around, because he's sort of like coming in at the side of the number 2. I do feel that there's a W connection coming in as well. But he's just coming in, and he's just wanting to let you know that he's okay, everything's okay, but he's still around and he's still aware of situations, Jill. What's that? The baby in spirit, there's a child's energy coming through in spirit, and I do think this. I do think this child would have been, I don't think it would have gone a full-term pregnancy, but the baby's with the gentleman. The one that I'm referring to as Father Christmas, the gentleman, the child's energy is coming in with him. So he's got the child's energy with him. Do you know there's a couple of gentlemen coming in? There's more. I can see more gentlemen coming in around you. So I don't know if there's more males passed in spirit. But there's another gentleman coming through now. He feels older than not older in life, but older in passing. There's another gentleman coming through, but again, there's something to do with the facial hair, the beards, because again, this gentleman's showing me the beard, but he's also showing me himself wearing a hat. But I also think there would have been some issues around the gentleman with the head also, because even though he's wearing the hat's like spotted with red. So I'm being drawn again to the head and to the throat area of this gentleman. Everything's going to work out. Everything that you've been working towards is gonna work out. There is a lady's energy stepping forward. The lady's energy, though, Jill, she's fully red. So I don't know whether she would have had severe health issues before she passed that affected all of her body. I am seeing swelling in the arms also, but I feel that the health from this lady, it would have been all over, and I do think it would have affected all aspects of her body. But she's like holding something in her hand as though she's like throwing something. So I'm not sure what that's regarding. But it's like she's holding something in her hand, and it's like not like I won't say a whip, but you know, like how a whip would go. It's like something like that. But I'm not sure. I can't understand. I can just describe it as what would look like a whip, something that you're holding. You can like throw forward and back or something like that. But that's what I'm getting for you, my sweets. But everything's going to come together. Everything's coming together, my lovely. But thank you, Jill, for allowing me to read for you, my sweets. Mimi. Thank you, Jill. You just bought banana. Well, she were wee while you were buying bananas. Hey, dear. Do you know? They know how to bring stuff through, don't they? Mimi, wings of love for you, my sweets. Now, what is it with the number 11? Because again, Mimi, for you, the number 11 is coming through. So 1-1, but definitely, I'm gonna have a look what this number 11 is significant to, because I'm sure. Morning, Margaret. I'm sure 11's got to have a reference to something, because I'm seeing 1-1 in every card. So yeah, let's see what I've got coming through for you. Mimi, I'm not sure whether there is. I can't. It looks like a cat, but it also looks. I'm gonna have to say I'm gonna go with what comes through first, and that would be a cat. So I think there's a cat in spirit around you. But it's like not showing itself as a cat. If that Mimi, I wish I could make sense of this. The number 6 is also coming in that's connected. But there's like a cat-like animal that's coming in around you, Mimi. And it's showing I'm getting a black and white colours coming through. So I don't know if it would have had markings black and white, but there's definitely a cat's energy coming through around you. I've got a gentleman's energy coming through, Mimi. Again, I'm being drawn to the nose. I do think again this gentleman would have had issues where he liked to tipple. But I'm also seeing swelling around the throat area. I'm seeing the swelling around the throat, and I'm also seeing the swelling coming up onto the side of the head. So I'm not sure what there was swelling around the head to this person. I'm not sure if they tried to drain the swelling. And it obviously didn't work, but there's definitely something to do with swelling around the facial area. I've got a lady coming through, and again, I'm being drawn to the breast area, and I would say this lady would have been well endowed on the busty, but she would have been a busty lady. But I'm being drawn to the breasts. I'm not sure whether she's trying to. The reference to the big bust on this lady would have been relevant, or whether there was something more to do around the chest area. Because, like I said, I'm just being drawn to the breasts of a lady. There's a lot of feathers coming in, Mimi. I'm not sure whether you're collecting feathers or you're seeing feathers coming in around you, but there's definitely feathers coming in on a spiritual level around you. The number 7's coming in now. The number 7's connecting in. So I don't know if July is the connection or 7th of the month is a connection. But at the minute, I don't feel like everything's fitting together around you. I feel like there are lots of different things happening, but nothing seems to be fitting in. But you've just got to keep going. I think for you personally, the acceptance of change, I think you need to look at accepting change a little bit more, because I think that will benefit you. I've got a gentleman coming through, but he's got a guitar or some kind of instrument that he's playing. So I don't know whether this gentleman would have actually played the guitar, but he's definitely playing an instrument that's coming through. But yeah, I think for your reading, the Wings of Love, I think it's more to do with the acceptance suites. So yeah, I'm gonna leave their love with you. And so where we're going. Have we got anybody on YouTube that's wanting a reading? Because I'm not getting any YouTube ones come through. Anyway, farts, babes. Not tonight, Jose. Not tonight. That were other week. My lovely. Where am I gonna go? Marie. Morning, Marie. How are you? Spiritual teacher. Thank you, Margaret. I know. Do you know? I'm trying to think. I've got it. Do you know? I've got it in front of me, Margaret. I've got it in front of me. I'm only looking at colours. I'm not looking at the numbers. I need my hand slapped. I need my hand slapped. But yeah, I've got the numbers 1 to 11 and all the colours. So yeah, I am trying to work in with them as well. You can, Josie, my lovely. So for you, we've got Inner Realms, Marie. So for you, we've got Inner Realms. So bear with me a sec. Let's have a look at this card. We have got the sea. So I do think that there is a Cancer connection coming in around you, Marie, because we've got the sea bang in the, not center of the card, but the center of the circles. see. Do be aware there is going to be some new friendships coming in around you, Marie. Some of them are going to be okay. Some of them you may need to go with your gut instinct on a few, but there is definitely new friendships coming in. And it's like you're on a wheel. I don't know where the horse connects to you, but I'm getting like, I'm just seeing the head of a horse. Is it more unicorn? No, I'm just the horse. I've got a horse connection. I'm seeing like a horse. I'm seeing there's a horse connection coming through around you, Marie. Do you know I've got a lady and a gentleman coming through, and I feel that in life they would have been very close to each other. I feel that they would have everything they would have done together. I do feel like they have got a child in spirit with them also, because we've got like the mom coming forward, we've got the lady coming forward first, then we've got the gentleman coming forward, and then behind we've got the showing a baby. I'm not saying this person would have died as a baby, but we've got the baby connection coming in behind. So there's like 3 of them coming forward. Don't know where the ballerina's connecting in, Marie, but I'm being shown a ballerina. I'm also being shown the letter Z. So I don't know where the Z comes in also, but there's a Z connection coming in. Show. Again, I don't know what the rabbit reference or the rabbit connection to you is, Marie, but I'm being shown rabbits. I'm also being given a dove-like bird. So I don't know if there's an anniversary or a birthday that's coming up, but I don't. Or the dove. I think a dove's more anniversary for me. So I'm not sure if there's an anniversary coming up because I'm just being given the dove. But the thing is, it's not a white dove. It's more of a yellow dove that I'm being given, the color yellow, rather than. I've got a younger female energy coming in. Is it female? I've got a younger female energy coming in, and I do get around this person. There is, I'm going to say health issues, but I'm also going to say there's mental health issues coming in around this person. I feel as though this person is sort of like is like keeping themselves back, and I do feel like this person's hiding a lot from others around them. Because it's like they're trying to, they're not acknowledging things that are going off around them. So just be aware of this, because I'm not sure whether this is somebody that's living or past, because it's just how I'm being shown. But I think they're not dealing with things as good as what they're saying they are, if that makes sense, Marie. They're like studying shadows. And I think this is where the lady and gentleman's energy is coming forward, is to highlight that this person is still needing help. So I am going to say I think this person's is on the living plane. The number 2 is connecting in, so I don't know if it's a February connection or the number 2 connections coming in with it. But for me, you're not alone. You have got helpers stepping in on the spiritual level, but I also think that the new friendships that are going to be coming your way, Marie, are going to make such a massive difference into your life as well. Just make sure with any new friendship, just make sure you can fully trust the new friendships. Don't go like running in head first, if you know what I mean, Marie. But yes, so But I do think these new friendships are going to bring in new opportunities with them. But listen to your gut, Marie. Listen to your gut. I'd say spirit is around you in some shape or form. It always is. Thank you. What do feathers typically mean when you see them? Normally, feathers when you see them are just like messages from loved ones to let you know that they're around. So if you've been thinking of maybe a loved one, they can show themselves as a feather. They can show themselves as a penny. They can show themselves as anything that you pick up. It would have it would have like a memory connection to you, and that's the only way I could explain it. I sometimes get stuck. Please see. No worries, my sweet lady Susan. Lowering the camera would fix it. Yeah, but if I lower camera, Dave, I get my own boobs on channel, and I don't want my boobs on channel. Is that better? Is that better? I'll have to sync. I'll have to move. I'm braless. Oh, I don't want to look saggy on camera. Hey, dear. Is that better for you? You can see. You don't need to see my face. Just need to hear my voice. That's why I have it up, because I don't wear bras unless I'm leaving the house. So then it looks like you got saggy boobs. Light is magical for you, Susan, my lovely. So you can see the number 6 is relevant to you. 6666, I'm being told. 666666. So 6 is a relevant number. So I don't know whether that's June or the number 6. Also, I'm getting a T connection coming in around you, Susan. We've got a T connection coming in. I'm seeing... I don't know. I'm only seeing half the face of this person, so I'm not sure whether they would have had a stroke. But I'm getting a water around the chest area, so I don't know whether they would have been fluid on the chest. But it's like they're covered in blue. But to me, I got a water sensation coming around this person. As though there would have been a fluid buildup on the chest, Susan. But I'm like only seeing half a face. Half a face is red. So I'm not sure whether, like I said, I don't know whether there was a stroke, but there's something to do with the chest. But there's a T connection coming in around this person. We've got a T connection coming in. I don't know. I'm being shown like birds. So I don't know where the bird connection comes in, but I'm seeing like lots of little birds. So I don't know whether somebody was like a pigeon, thinking with pigeons, or they work with ducks or something like that. But it's like that kind of shapy thing, Susan, coming in. But there's definitely something to do with like a birds, and there's also a sea connection coming in around that also. I've got a gentleman coming in, and I do feel a little bit of sadness around this gentleman, but I also think there would have been Alzheimer's connected to this gentleman also, Susan, because he's showing me with a black hat on. And when I looked at him, I just got what I just had a feeling of my pop, and my pop had Alzheimer's and Parkinson's, and I feel like in life this gentleman wouldn't have been able to communicate, and I feel that he got angry with himself. I know with Parkinson's and Alzheimer's, they can get angry with us, but he's sent to be more upset with himself, if that makes sense. I mean, obviously now he has healed and everything's okay, but there's an L connection coming in around this person. I can't tell whether it's male or female, if I'm being honest, but I know there's an L connection coming in. I do think, again, like my pop would have done, the head goes forward, so I think they would have shuffled as they were walking. But they're just coming in now, and they're just wanting to let you know that they're not that person anymore. They've gone back to the youthful side of the youthful side of them. There's an S connection coming in also, and a J. So we've got an S and a J connection coming in. I don't know why I'm being shown alien. I'm being shown an alien, like a UFO alien, Susan. So I don't know whether this is a memory or something that's relevant, but it's more like, I don't know. I don't know if it's referencing the film Alien, but there's definitely something to do with aliens. Whether you've talked about this with somebody or what, but I'm just being brought to the attention of an alien, and I hope that makes sense to you. TH. The person that I said had the drowning feeling, and with the way the stroke, I just got the word thank you. So I don't know if it's something you did for him, or they're just saying they're wanting to say thank you. But I just got a thank you that was given by spirit to give you. There was a thank you connection, but they are healed now. And I don't know whether this is the one that you was waiting to hear from. But it's that their energy that I'm being drawn to Susan. So I hope that makes sense to you, my lovely. But yeah, so I hope that makes sense. Too much information. Hey, dear Josie. Hey, dear morning, Linda. The big-breasted woman was probably my great-grandma. The man with the musical instrument was probably my great-grandpa. Oh, that's lovely, Mimi. Donna say, desperate for a reading. Have I read to the lady that, I don't know if I've read, I think it was Josie, weren't it? Who put about farts. Josie, for you, we've got playful innocence, my lovely. I've got a lady coming in spirit. I do think this from spirit, and I do think this lady would have. She's the tree of life. Is this lady? This lady is coming in as the tree of life. I do think that this lady would have liked to have danced because she's showing herself with kicking legs. So I'm getting the memory of being shown the memory of dance around this lady. But I do feel like this lady would have been. We've all got in families. We all have the, what do you call them? Matriarchs of the family, and I do feel like this lady would have held the family together. You can see her in the center, but can you see she's also got her arms like spread out that kind of way? And I feel she would have been very protective over family members, but I also think she would have been the peacekeeper as well. I do see there would have been slight confusion around this lady coming in because I'm seeing the confusion coming through. But you know what? She always smiled. This lady was always happy. And like I said, she was a very, very pure soul. I think she had a strong connection to Mother Earth. Nete. I don't know if it's nete or net. There's a reference to net or nete. But that's what I was shown. Let me see what else I can see. Again, we've got the number 11, spiritual teacher, or the 11 must mean something. But I don't know whether this lady would have learnt you would have been really significant in your life to actually learn you into doing something, into how you are. Now, why I'm seeing a crocodile. I'm seeing crocodiles. And the only thing the thing that come when I saw the crocodiles was an Australian connection, maybe. So I'm not sure if there's an Australian connection, but there's a connection to crocodiles coming in. I'm also seeing, obviously, the white daisies. So I don't know whether Daisy is a name or Daisy is in the flower Jose would have a reference. I do see that there is babies in spirit around this lady, and as in life she would protect them, as in death she's protecting them also. I do think though towards the end this lady's legs, she's showing me a broken leg. Now, I don't know whether that's referencing her, Jose, or referencing somebody else, but I'm being shown a broken leg. So I'm not sure who broke the leg, but there's a broken leg connection coming in, or definitely disjointed on the legs coming through. She's showing me a fairy. And I don't know what the fairy connection is. It's got to have a meaning to you, but I'm being shown a fairy. And it's like a fairy woodland. So I'm not sure what that connects into, where that connects into you. We've got a D connection coming in around Jose. But it's like this lady's surrounded by what I can only describe as fairies. I do think, like I said, I do think on a spiritual level, this lady would have been very spiritual. Shit. I don't mind being shown the word pots, P-O-T-S, pots. But she's also telling me to tell you to sit down, Josie. You need to sit down and you need to rest. And that's coming in big capital letters, the sit. You need to sit down and you need to rest and stop pushing. There is some other ladies' energies coming in around. Again, very magical connection though. When I'm looking at this lady, a very magical connection, and I can't. It's like I feel everywhere she would have gone, she would have had effect on people's lives. She would have affected on others. There is a younger male coming through, but the male's not stepping forward enough. That it's all about her at the minute. But the younger male is with this lady. I do think there would have been chest issues. I'm seeing like 3 scratch marks across the chest. So I don't know whether there would have been heart conditions going off or 3 things around the heart with this lady before she passed. But there's definitely like markings coming across the chest. But yeah, that's what I'm getting for you, my sweets. I hope that made some sense for you, Josie, my lovely. Well, thank you so much. My dad, born in June, died of COPD, choked after a heart attack. Never got to say goodbye, and he would say thank you. You're so welcome, Josie, my lovely. Mandy. Mandy. I hope you're okay, my lovely lady. Do you know, I've not read from my Druid pack today. I've read from these. I really do love these cards, though, because you see different things in them every time. I think they're amazing cards. And I don't even know the name of these ones. For you, my lovely, we have got Mysterious Lights coming in. So let's have a look. There's some traveling that's going to be coming up ahead, Monday. We've got some traveling coming in. We've got the Reds coming through. I don't think it's decided yet on where the traveling is going to be, because there's going to be 2 different choices. But there's definitely traveling coming up in the near future. So I am going to say next couple of months there's got to be some traveling coming in, but I don't think the destination's yet been decided. I've got a young girl's energy coming in, and she's sort of like hiding behind a tree, but she's sort of like just popping out to say hello. I do think this young lady would have had longish hair. I do think this lady would have been taken too soon, though, Monday. I do think this lady would have gone to spirit too soon. She's a very childlike energy coming through. And it's like she's playing hide and seek. So I don't know whether that's a reference that you'd understand or would be able to understand. Why am I seeing different fish? I'm seeing lots of different fish coming in, Mandy. So I don't know where where the fish is relevant around you. But I'm seeing like schools of fish, if that makes sense. I'm seeing the letter M. We've got a connection to M, and also the letter F. We've got the M and the F coming in at side of each other. So I don't know whether the M and F are connected or there's a link to M and F, but we've got the M and F coming in. I don't know why I'm getting oriental feeling Monday. I've got like an oriental feeling coming in. I'm also being given the young lady is also giving me a red rose. So for me, a red rose would mean a birthday or some form of anniversary that's coming up, because the red rose is given with love. So to me, they're giving with love. I've got a gentleman's energy coming through, but I'm only seeing the gentleman's head. And I've got like microwave lines coming off his head, if that makes sense. You know, like, what do you call it when you go for an x-ray and you like, like microwave waves that cook. I know that might sound daft. But I've got this gentleman's head and it's showing me like the cooking lines coming from the head. So I don't know whether the issues around this radiotherapy would have been done around the head, or some form of radio waves would have been done. But I'm seeing the radio waves coming from the head. I'm only being shown the gentleman's head. I'm not being shown anything else. There's also a lady that's sort of like is connected to this gentleman, because she's sort of like, she's like holding her arm out, but his head's on her hand, if that makes sense to you. So there's a connection coming in between this lady and gentleman. As in life, as in spirit, I do think that I'm not going to say he would have been controlling in life around the female, but it's like she's took back control in death, if that makes sense. There's a C connection coming in around this lady also. And again, I'm getting a fuzziness on the chest area, Monday. So there must be there must be something fuzzy to do with like the throat and chest area on this lady, because it's like I'm being drawn to that area on this lady. I don't know why I'm being shown Tin Man, as in the Wizard of Oz, but I'm being shown the Tin Man Monday. So I don't know where what relevance to the Tin Man. But again, there's lots of things happening around you at the minute, and I just feel like it's like there's a little explosion going off Monday around you. I do think that it is going to be just a passing one. That things will get sorted, but again, I think sometimes you've just got to keep swimming through it, keep looking for positivity, Mandy, and just keep swimming through it and focusing on end game, because there's you here and there's somebody else here, and it's like you're trying to meet, but there's too much connection. There's too much disconnection going off in the middle, that it's sort of like stopping the two of you from getting together, kind of thing. Whether that's done intentionally or whether it's not, I'm not sure, but it's like there's other interference going off, but you need to be making that connection, if that makes sense, Manda. That's the person you've got to connect with. So I'm going to leave that. I'm going to leave their love with you, Monday. I am going to finish for now. I've been doing it an hour. So I will be back on later in the week doing some more readings. I will come on. I only normally do for an hour when I'm on my own. Hang on, let me take Mandy off and let me see if my boobs are shut. No, look, well they are. If I dig down a little like that a minute, that's better. You can't see. You can't see the sag. But yeah, so I will be live again later in the week doing more tarots. That's where my focus is going to be on. I will be live in thank you, Soldier. I will be live over in members doing practicing mediumship. And I think we've done week 6. The next week's week 7. But show us all your blogs. No. We're on week 7 next week on our spiritual awareness course. Again, that's appertaining in the members area, and we've added an extra one, which is numerology. So that's going to be added to the 10-week, making it 11. And then I've got the 2 sessions to do after, which would be 12 and 13. I think what we'll end up doing with this spiritual awareness course is it's going to be continued. But I think it's just going to be the initial first 10, 11 week course would be it is the foundation of it. So anybody that joins later on members or whatever, they can always look back through and start from the beginning if they want to know more about spiritual awareness and stuff like that. Numerology, it does. And we've got to thank the most beautiful lady ever for pointing us in that direction, and she knows who she is, and I love her to pieces. So numerology is going to be put on. I can't wait for that. I think it's going to be really interesting to see how it all how numerology works, and it's going to be really good. So I am going to end the live. I'm going to do some research now because, like I said, a lady's commented. I'm trying to look. I'm going to move camera because I can see my boobs sneaking in, you see. So now I'm all right. So you can't see my boobs sneaking in. Hang on a minute. Let me see what this lady's. I bet I can't get on it now. Bugger. I know what it is anyway. She's commented, and we are going to have a look at that. And again, it is part of spirituality. It is very spiritual. Excuse me. So I am going to be looking up and doing a live on that one. We've got quiz night coming on Wednesday. Tomorrow night we've got Paul live at 8:30. I'm not sure who we've got on tomorrow. But I'm sure something will be posted by our lovely Paul. And so anybody that's wanting a reading, you can book in for a private reading, or you can wait till I come live later on in the week and join us again. I may do a daytime and an evening one because I know some people can't make daytime or evening. So I will look at doing different times, and I will keep you all posted. So everybody have a fantastic day. And we shall see you all shortly. Love you loads, guys. Mwah. Take care.